Hey guys, what is going on? Chris here. Sorry I haven't been here for a while. I do apologize. It's been about a week and a half or so. Um, Went on a little bit of vacation. Also took a little bit time off doing videos. Um, anyway, I am back here doing videos for you guys. We'll be finishing up some NBA. We'll only be focusing on the three-game slates. Not too many three-game slates left here since first round is almost over. So, anyway, a couple more NBA videos, and then mostly be focusing on the MLB for most of the summer. So, yeah. Anyway, we still been playing, still been doing premium lineups, still been winning, quite a bit of money. So, anyway, do a little recap of last night. As you see here, I only won $23. Took it really, really, really light last night. As I said, I was traveling back home, so didn't get to study too much. So didn't want to bet too much money on not studying. So anyway, only won 23 bucks. So obviously that is definitely nothing compared to what I have been winning. So anyway, went with Westbrook here. He got me a 75.8. Really good night as normal from him. Next was Hill. Man, I thought he would definitely do a little bit better. Only had 14 points here. Hayward went down, so I definitely thought Hill would step it up. He did not. Next was Oladipo and Lou Williams. Both of those guys were solid with 30 and a 32.4. Really good night from both of those guys. Butler, really good pick here. Only bad thing, though, really popular, had 53.4. Next was Joe Ingles. No one had him, 11% owned. 35.7 from him. Really good night from him. And then Spates and Gibson, they dudded on me 11 and 9. Terrible right there. And then finally, Steven Adams decided to have a good game here with a 35.4. So overall, a $299. Would have put that in a bigger tournament. Would have won probably about $700-800. So, yeah, overall, NBA is still doing good. If you guys are interested in premium NBA lineups, only $15 for the playoffs. It is 2 to 4 lineups per day. If you're interested in that, definitely let us know. We have our email in the comment section below. All you have to do is message us. We'll get you all set up. Also, we'll have our Twitter down there. You can hit us up on Twitter and ask us questions as well. And as normal, MLB $35 per month and $130 for the season. Same 2 to 4 lineups. If interested, hit us up on our email. So anyway, we'll be doing NBA and MLB here today. So I'm doing that because MLB is really light. NBA is very light. So. Anyway, for MLB here, I'm not going to go through all the games for you guys because, talking about baseball is really not that interesting. I just be talking about ISO and stuff like that, a lot of numbers. So anyway, I'm going to give you guys a rough draft lineup here. As normal, it is a rough draft because some people, could be in the lineup, could not be in the lineup, weather throughout the day. So definitely watch that. So anyway, I'm going to go with Hyunjin Ryu here. I don't mind him, 7,200. Yeah, he's been struggling huge this year. Like I said, this is a huge GPP play. I got to get some of that Washington, Colorado in there. Honestly, it's not the best play out there. Not too many good pitchers. If he gets me maybe 30, I'll take it. Giants, they have hit Ryu around. The reason it's a GPP pick for me, it's going to be late night in San Francisco. Ball doesn't carry too much by the bay. And surprisingly, the Giants are really bad this year so far against lefties. I think hitting like in the 220s. So, not doing too well. But overall, in their career, Giants do pretty good against Rio. So it's definitely a wild card pick there. I don't mind Chris Archer, but same thing. Baltimore hits him pretty good. Baltimore strikes out a lot. Archer likes to strike out. So pretty good, a lot of batters. So I don't mind Archer. Definitely that range's not looking too pretty, though. Vargas will be very chalky. I think he'll be the pick of the day right there. Like I said, I'm going GPP with my pitcher. I really don't mind Vargas either. White Sox, really haven't done anything against him. Only Melky Cabrera, really the only one that's done anything against him. I don't mind if you really, really want to punt here. Martin Perez, Minnesota doesn't hit him too well. Perez only strikes out like 4 or 5 games, so maybe get you 27, 28. But for the most part, not too many good pitchers here if you're trying to stack that Colorado-Washington game. All right, moving on. We got a catcher here, Chris Jimenez. Just going to punt here. Don't know if he's going to play or not, but if he does, maybe put him in there. In the past, as you guys may see there, he has played for Texas in the past. Does have decent in Texas ballpark there in Arlington. Honestly, he's not really that good of a player. I just needed, the punt position. If I get 6, maybe 7 from the guy, hey, I'll take it. In his career, he's a little bit better against lefties than righties, but overall, just kind of trying to punt that position right there. And then, as you see here, stacking here, Washington, Ryan Zimmerman. Like I said, all these Washington guys will be very popular. So as many as you can get in there for cash game, I would definitely put them in there. If you want to go GPP, I'd probably stack Arizona against the Padres if you want to go that way. But anyway, cash-wise, Zimmerman, I love him. Tyler Anderson, terrible this year. ERA over 7 in the early goings and back in Colorado. As a team, this is crazy. Washington's hitting over 400 against lefties, so they just smash him here. Zimmerman, one of the top guys crushing, so Zimmerman, really good spot here. Then you got DJ LeMahieu and Nolan Arenado. I really like both of these guys. Might have one lineup where I stack Washington, and then we'll have one with a mix of them, and then stack Colorado. But anyway, they're going up against Jacob Turner. Turner is one of the worst pitchers I've ever seen. He's just, I think his career line's 15-25 or something with an ERA around 5.20 career. That is just straight up terrible. In the career, I think lefties hit around 310 against him and righties hit around 290. So hitters straight up mashed this guy. LeMahieu, really good hitter. Not too good of a power hitter, but really like a LeMahieu. Should get you around 18 here. Arenado, another guy, really popular, should have a big night. Trey Turner, really like him. Get some stolen bases there as well. Adam Eaton, he's really hot, like him. I can't get Harper in this one. I will have him in my final, but couldn't get him in this one here. Then I went with Hazelbaker. These last 2 positions are kind of punt here, but I really don't mind Hazelbaker here in a GPP. Hopefully he does start. He hasn't been starting too much, but against righties, he's really good. Early on in 2017, hit over 370 here. Against lefties, against righties. But like I said, only bad things. They're not playing on that much. So hopefully he gets a start here. If not, going to have to look somewhere else. But no homers, 4 RBIs. Back in Arizona, that's where he did most of his damage here. So Chesine, 4.70 ERA on the year. Not too worried about that. Hazelbaker, if he does start, he will start probably first or second. They might give Peralta the day off. I'm not sure. But hopefully they put in Hazelbaker. Like I said, if not, I'll have to look at other spots. And then here, like I said, totally going to mess his name up, so I'm not going to say his name. But anyway, like this does a huge punt here as well. Maybe gets me 6 points, might start. Haven't done enough research to look into some of these cheap guys. I just need somebody cheap. Maybe get me 6, a little bit of speed, but in guards it definitely does struggle a little bit. So maybe he gets on, walks a couple. Duvall, Votto, maybe hit him and get you, like I said, 6 or 9 points if he starts. But overall, gonna have to do research, a little bit more research on the cheaper guys here. Obviously, I know where to go for my big guys, but catcher and 2 outfielders, that's probably going to be where I'm going to be focusing quite a bit for my cheap options. So anyway, that is just a rough draft lineup right there. And then moving on to NBA here, we got 3 games as normal. Let's start it off here with Milwaukee and Toronto, 192. I think it will be, at normal, a little bit higher than that. And Toronto by 6, which I do not agree with. So anyway, I am rooting for Milwaukee here. I really do like Milwaukee. Anyway, point guard, I think Lowry's back. Had a really good game last time out. I like Lowry, 8,600. He will be popular. Brogdon, he's been playing, some good ball as well, $5,400. Lowry, as we know, really good defender. But, Brogdon playing half decent here in this series. 23 and then had a bad one there. But overall, maybe get you 23, 24. But not the main guy you're going to be looking at. Giannis, don't mind him. I honestly, if it was me, I'd pick DeRozan over Giannis. Yes, Giannis is a good player, but look, DeRozan's back at home. Had one heck of a night last night. The last time, 55 points. Bad one at Milwaukee. But look, he's back at home. I think he's going to get you around 45 here for sure. But yeah, I don't mind Giannis either. Middleton, I don't mind him. 35, 36 from him. Serge Ibaka, as normal, really don't mind him. Been playing, some pretty good ball as well. And then Valanciunas, don't mind him. Greg Monroe, 6,800. I don't think he'll be the most popular guy, but he's been playing pretty good as well. 25, 33, and 31 in limited minutes. So really don't mind Monroe. Unfortunately, his price is getting up there. But not too many good centers out here. So as normal, all these guys are going to be very popular. Out of this game, looking at Lowry, looking at DeRozan here, a little bit of Middleton, sprinkle in maybe some Monroe, maybe some Ibaka. But for the most part, obviously going to be focused on that Golden State game. But definitely don't mind one or two from this one at all. All right, moving on. Washington and Atlanta. Atlanta did steal, I think, game 3. So anyway, it's 2-1 in the series. I've got a 2-11 and Atlanta by 2. So right away, if you guys haven't been paying attention, Paul Millsap has just been straight fire. 8,400. Him and Morris got in a little tissy fit there. But look, Millsap, he's been hot, 46 and 57. I think I'm going there, man. A little bit of tension there with Markieff Morris. Millsap, one of my top options here tonight. Point guard, Wall is normal. I love him. Don't mind Dennis Schroeder, but probably going to go Wall. Beal, don't mind him. Tim Hardaway, maybe 24, 25. Don't know what's going on with Otto Porter. Kent Bazemore, I think he had a half-decent game here last time out. Let me see here. 20.6. I don't mind Bazemore in a punt situation there. Really don't mind him to save some money. And then don't mind Dwight Howard, 6,600. Price coming down as well. I do like Greg Monroe, but, Howard once in a while can, look pretty good as well. He's been playing all right. Probably would go Greg Monroe, but still Howard not too bad of an option. But as I said, center's not too pretty here. So for me, I'm focusing on Wall. I like him. Don't mind Beal. Kent Bazemore in a punt GPP option. Millsap, probably one of my favorite plays out there tonight. Don't mind Howard maybe, but maybe one or two, but probably more. I pick more from that Milwaukee one there. All right, last but not least here, Golden State and Portland. 219 and Golden State by 7. So Portland, when they do go home, they, as you saw last game, they did play up pretty good against Golden State. I think they were up, 16 or 17. Golden State did get back in there. So should be another really good high-scoring game. As normal, Curry, Lillard, both of those guys, really good spot. McCollum, Klay Thompson, don't mind them either. Allen Crabbe, he's kind of a GPP as well here. As you see, he's getting half-decent minutes, but just not putting up any numbers. So maybe this is going to be the game to get you 21, 22. Klay Thompson, as I said, don't mind him. Iguodala, he's been playing really good. Don't know what's going on with Kevin Durant yet. Kerr wants him to be 100% healthy, so he may not play the rest of the series. But look, Iguodala, you should have him in your lineup when Durant's out. He definitely does very well here. Al-Farouq Aminu did half decent as well. I really don't mind. Aminu might get you around 25, 26, 5,400, playing bigger minutes. They definitely need him for his three-point shot. Harkless, Turner, don't mind those two, but probably pick Aminu over him. Draymond, don't mind him either. Noah Vonleh, he actually did half decent last game. He had 12 points actually, at 21.9. I don't know if he can do that again here tonight. He was getting some pretty cheap layups there. And then center position, JaVale McGee, I think he'll be a little bit more popular. He's been playing a little bit better, still playing around 17, 18 minutes, but still in a half-decent spot here. If you just want to punt your position, that's probably where I would go there. Alrighty, let's try and get you guys a lineup here. So I'm just going to go McGee. No reason to spin up for any of those other guys. Got to get some of these other guys in here. So, all right, so we got Curry, we got Wall. Man, I love both those guys. Lillard in there. I think I have to get Curry in there. Other point guards here. Really kind of want to get in Kyle Lowry, but I don't think I can do that. Shooting guard, I like DeRozan. Let's go Paul Millsap here. So anyway, probably won't be able to finish your lineup for you. It's going to take a little bit more time here to find some of these cheap options. I'm just going to put in some of the main guys that I really want here. Probably go Middleton, Iguodala, kind of. If you don't want to go Iguodala, go Minu, but I really like him. Shooting guards, as I said, I really don't mind these two here. Definitely going to go way over. But, that's kind of what I'm looking at there. Really love Curry. Think he's going to be my leading candidate. Wall, probably have him as well. Might have to put in Brogdon there just to give me around 23, 24 and save some salary. Shooting guard, really like DeRozan and McCollum. Don't mind Klay Thompson if you want to go that way. Not too many other options down there. Small forward, I think there's 4 or 5 different ways you can go here. Middleton, Iguodala, Aminu, Turner, Harkless, Bazemore, a little bit of Prince there, maybe some Snell. That's kind of where I'm looking at. A lot of different options there at the small forward position. Power forward, really don't mind Green. Millsap, I think you got to have him in there. Baca, don't mind him. Probably go Millsap and Noah Vonleh. It's probably where I might go. And then, as it says, center, probably just punt with McGee, which a lot of other people will probably as well. So I think that mostly does it, guys. So did MLB and NBA for you as normal. Those are just rough draft lineups. If you do want the final premium lineups, definitely hit us up. It's only $15 for the rest of the playoffs here for NBA, a really cheap price. And MLB is $35 per month, $130 for the season. Both of those 2 to 4 lineups per day, depending on the slate. And, if you're interested, we will have our email in the comment section as normal for you guys. All you have to do is message us. We'll get you all set up on either one of those. And also you can follow me on Twitter and message me on there as well if you need any help. So, all right, guys, I think that does it. I do apologize for not being here for a while, but, definitely going to be back and doing some videos for you guys. So, all right, guys, hope everyone has a good Monday, and we'll see you guys all on Tuesday.